Women always worry about the things that men forget. Men always worry about the things women remember. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. I love humanity, but I hate humans. Show me a man who has never made a mistake, and I will show you one who has never tried anything. Bureaucracy is the death of any achievement. Blind belief in authority is the greatest enemy of truth. The distinctions separating the social classes are false. In the last analysis, they rest on force. The future is an unknown, but a somewhat predictable unknown. To look to the future, we must first look back upon the past. That is where the seeds of the future were planted. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. I do not know with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Strange is our situation here upon earth. Each of us comes for a short visit, not knowing why, yet sometimes seeming to divine a purpose. From the standpoint of daily life, however, there is one thing we do know, that man is here for the sake of other men, above all for those upon whose smile and well-being our own happiness depends, and also for the countless unknown souls with whose fate we are connected by a bond of sympathy. Many times a day I realize how much my own outer and inner life is built upon the labors of my fellow men, both living and dead, and how earnestly I must exert myself in order to give in return as much as I have received. My peace of mind is often troubled by the depressing sense that I have borrowed too heavily from the work of other men. I do not know with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Curiosity is more important than knowledge. Curiosity is more important than knowledge. Albert Einstein. The whole of science is nothing more than a refinement of everyday thinking. Never regard study as a duty, but as the enviable opportunity to learn to know the liberating influence of beauty in the realm of the spirit for your own personal joy and to the profit of the community to which your later work belongs. Well-being and happiness never appeared to me as an absolute aim. I am even inclined to compare such moral aims to the ambitions of a pig. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and am not sure about the universe. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. The release of atomic power has changed everything except our way of thinking. The solution to this problem lies in the heart of mankind. If only I had known, I should have become a watchmaker. 1945. It is harder to crack prejudice than an atom. All that is valuable in human society depends upon the opportunity for development accorded the individual. In a healthy nation there is a kind of dramatic balance between the will of the people and the government, which prevents its degeneration into tyranny. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. Perfection of means and confusion of ends seem to characterize our age. Life is like riding a bicycle. In order to keep your balance, you must keep moving. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Student is not a container you have to fill, but a torch you have to light up. Education is the progressive realization of our ignorance. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Force always attracts men of low morality, and I believe it to be an invariable rule that tyrants of genius are succeeded by scoundrels. Science is the attempt to make the chaotic diversity of our sense experience correspond to a logically uniform system of thought. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Science without religion is lame, religion without science is blind. Try not to become a man of success, but rather a man of value. Try not to become a man of success. Rather become a man of value. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. The pioneers of a warless world are the young men and women who refuse military service. The problems that exist in the world today cannot be solved by the level of thinking that created them. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Where the world ceases to be the scene of our personal hopes and wishes, where we face it as free beings admiring, asking, and observing, there we enter the realm of art and science. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Any man who can drive safely while kissing a pretty girl is simply not giving the kiss the attention it deserves. Happy Kiss Day. It is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. I do not believe that civilization will be wiped out in a war fought with the atomic bomb. Perhaps 2/3 of the people of the earth will be killed. Something deeply hidden had to be behind things. Many times a day I realize how much my own life is built on the labors of my fellow men, and how earnestly I must exert myself in order to give and return as much as I have received. The most important human endeavor is the striving for morality in our actions. Our inner balance and even our very existence depend on it. Only morality in our actions can give beauty and dignity to life. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. The only source of knowledge is experience. 100 times every day I remind myself that my inner and outer life are based on the labors of other men, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the same measure as I have received and am still receiving. Occurrences in this domain are beyond the reach of exact prediction because of the variety of factors in operation, not because of any lack of order in nature.